Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my weekly stock picks for the week of May 31st through June the 3rd. Just before we do, to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. All right, guys, so looking at my picks for this week. Before we get into my picks for this week, we're going to talk about a recap of last week. My picks were ZNOG, SQQQ, and TSLA. So just a reminder before we get too far into the video, markets are closed tomorrow in honor of Memorial Day. So let's take a look at the recap of how these stocks went and what happened this past week. All right, guys, so ZNOG was up a little over 7% for the week. TSLA, big week, over 20%, which means SQQQ was down about 20% because they go opposite of each other. Big week for TSLA, just for the markets overall. The past couple of days have been very, very aggressive and really pretty moves to the upside. So we're hoping that continues into next week. All right, guys, so my picks for this week, okay, so the week of May 31st through June the 3rd. I have SQQQ on here just because I'm not sure if the volatility is fully gone away just yet, which means that we had a decent move to the upside, could see a little pullback down to the downside. Not sure, it's kind of a riskier move. So you want to try to check and see how the market is going to react on Tuesday. Now, it doesn't have to be right away. It could, the red day could come Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Not 100% sure, but I think that TSLA is making, kind of setting up for a decent swing play opportunity. Even if it's only for one red day, you get in, it spikes up 10 to 15%. You get out, even if it's just for a day trade. Tesla, guys, Tesla had a good move, good solid move to the upside, and this pick is not only based off of that, but based off of my other pick, which is Amazon. Okay, so Amazon approves the 20-for-1 stock split, which is going to be active on June the 3rd. And basically, whatever the stock, whatever the price is on June the 3rd, you divide that by 20. It's going to bring the share price down to that amount, which gives the opportunity for other investors to come in and afford these companies at a cheaper price. Okay, so Tesla. The reason I'm picking Tesla is, for one, it had a good move to the upside. It did break through a level of resistance that we were watching, and we'll look at here in a second. But also, they have still not come out with their proxy for their stock split. I think whenever they do come out with that, I think that is going to make it start moving more aggressive, because it's going to make people more bullish on the stock. And that stock split is going to happen. There's not one investor that's going to vote against that. And so I think that's going to be really, really good moving forward for the stock. So I'm hoping maybe they can come out with that this week. If they do, that's going to push it up pretty aggressive. Watch list is Shiba Inu, looking to buy some more. I'm going to buy maybe $1 million this week, and just because it's so cheap, throw about 15 bucks in and add to my position. ZNOG, going to watch this week. I think that we could see a move to the upside off of anticipation from the annual shareholder meeting. Could be wrong, but I'm just basing this off of past experience from the stock. Whenever they have things to announce, or some type of meeting, or some type of event that's coming up, the stock usually comes up pretty, shoots up. I really would prefer it to just kind of stay along like it's doing now. Honestly, go up, your 5 to 10%, slow and steady. I wouldn't mind to see that as well. But I'm also keeping an eye, guys, on the SEC website to see if they're going to file anything to do some type of press release prior to the annual shareholder meeting. If they file that, that goes to show us that they're going to come out and release something prior to the meeting, which would be pretty nice to see if they came out and did something positive like that. I would think that if they have a big announcement, that they probably would do that prior to the meeting, and or maybe they file for the announcement, have the annual shareholder meeting, and then do the press release following that. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to watch the stock this week and see what happens. Looking to probably buy some more this week at the end of the week, and then hold going into that annual shareholder meeting. So those are my picks for the week. Let's take a look at the charts and let's see what they're telling us. All right, guys, taking a look at SQQQ. So this is the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. Basically, whenever the NASDAQ goes up, this ETF will go down. As you see, we had a couple of really good days in the market, so this fell down pretty aggressive. Whenever the NASDAQ goes down, this will come up. So as you see, we're undervalued here, and then on TSQQ, we're probably close to or at overvalued, and they work opposite of one another. So even if it's just an initial little small spike to the upside, if we have one red day, this is going to pop up pretty aggressive, and it's something to kind of keep an eye on. Like I said, they're pretty risky. You don't want to, bet the house on it, and you want to be able to get out of it fairly quickly. Maybe on a day trade, you can get in on a red day, ride it up 5-10%, and then bounce out. Next one was Tesla. We talked about, guys, that we busted above that 750-285 resistance level. We can get above there and stay and have our 750-285, which now acts as support. If we can stay around there off of the support, bounce off, and then we can get up to that next resistance level of 859, and then we got to get really above about 864 and hold in order for us to confirm a longer term reversal and move to the upside. But I think that we could see and test 850 this week, as long as we don't have any type of craziness in the markets. I think that we will have a small pullback on it, but I think overall we could test about 850 at some point during the week, which would be fantastic. Now, if they want to give me more than that, I'll be super happy. But for those of you looking to enter here, that's a good return on an investment here for a weekly swing play. And then last but not least, we're going to look at Amazon, which I've actually never really broken down before, but we're going to look at it here. So our overall floor is $2,025, and actually it looks like it may be a little bit lower than that. I mean, I need to redraw. Actually, no, that's correct. So 20, and we are currently at about $2,300. I do expect us on Tuesday to come out and rip, and I mean rip. I think that we shoot above 2,400 on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're bullish all the way up until that stock split. And when the stock split happens, obviously what you're going to see on the chart, just to kind of let you know, is it's going to look like the stock tanked. Okay, so let's say we run up to, hypothetically 2,500. Then whenever the stock split happens, what's going to happen is it's going to have a big red line that goes straight down to the downside, looking like we sold off. But remember, all we're doing is we're dividing that by 20, because that's what the stock split is, right? So let's say I'm at 2,500, 2,500 for my share price, and then the stock split happens and we divide it by 20. Now all of a sudden my price for the per share is going to be $125. Okay, it doesn't change any shareholders' actual value, okay, of the dollar value of the stock, just because it's we're just dividing it. We're giving them more shares, we're not giving them more money. But for someone like me who's like, hey, I think I may want to start nibbling in Amazon over the next 6 months and just hold it for the long term, that's a fantastic opportunity. So let's say I want to throw $5,000 at 125 at 40 shares, right? And I have 40 shares, and let's say it gets all the way back up to $2,000 over the next 12 to 24 months. That's $80,000 on a $5,000 investment. That's a huge return on your investment. Good gains. So that's just kind of hypothetical. I'm not putting $5,000 in, not telling anyone to, but I'm telling you that monthly I'm going to be starting to put some money into Amazon and hold for the longer term, because it's going to recover and slowly make its way back up to probably close to where it's at here, because this thing is a freaking juggernaut, and juggernaut, however you say it, and will probably make its way back to the 1,000, 2,000 at some point. Just don't expect it to happen overnight, that's for sure. It actually may sell off more after the stock split as well. So we've already looked at ZNOG on my previous video from Friday, but we'll take a look at it again anyway. We got to get above 25 cents and hold there. We're so close now, but if we can get to 25 cents and retest that 29 cent mark, that would be a great sign for us this week. Realistically, it'd be great to get above the 28 cent mark, but we may have to wait on news for that. So, guys, that's my picks for the week. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.